Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cooking with August, Episode 6. 5 minutes, 5 ingredients, ice cream. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Are you guys ready? We're gonna get this done as fast as possible. Forewarning, if you're cooking along with me, I guess, making ice cream
5 minutes,
with me,
5
then
ingredients,
you're gonna
ice cream.
need
Easy peasy
4
lemon
hours
squeezy. Are you guys
afterwards
ready?
to let the
We're gonna
ice
get
cream
this done
sit
as
in the
fast
freezer.
as possible.
So I made
if you're
ice
cooking
cream
along-
earlier, so I'm just gonna show you how to do it real quick.
I guess
Pull that
making
ice cream out, and we'll
5
we'll
minutes,
taste test.
5 ingredients.
All right, are you
And
all?
you're
You
gonna
guys
need-
ready?
Easy peasy.
Here we go. Okay, so for your ingredients, you're gonna need a half a cup of milk, a pint of heavy whipping cream, like a tablespoon of salt or something. No, it's not even that much. A teaspoon. Here are the ingredients. You're gonna need the milk, like I said, a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. So we have that all here: the heavy whipping cream, the salt, the milk, the vanilla extract, the condensed milk, and our cup, our measuring cup. I couldn't find a half a cup because, I like to be unprepared. So I have 1 cup, and we're just going to fill it halfway because I know you're supposed to do that. All right. So let's get started. We got to mix this all in we got to mix everything except the heavy whipping cream in a medium bowl. Let me grab that medium bowl real quick. Here's our bowl and a spoon so we can stir it. Alright. So we're going to pour in the half a cup of milk first. We're going to measure this over the bowl. Let's get that spoon out. And we're just going to fill it up halfway. You should use a half a cup at home, like an actual measuring cup, because this is definitely not what you're supposed to do. Set that aside. Then we're going to pour in our salt, and I don't want to measure it, so I'm just going to pour some salt in there. And some vanilla extract, which I'm not going to measure either. You just know you need a little bit, so just pour in a little bit. I did exactly this earlier, and it looked like it turned out well. I haven't tasted it yet, because that's for you guys. So let's get this can open and pour it into the bowl. I'm going to come over here to the can opener. And open it, and then I'll bring it back over there to pour it in. It's quite messy, surprisingly. I got condensed milk pouring everywhere off the lid. It's crazy messy. Like, look at this stuff. It's like the goo from Ninja Turtle, the ooze, or maybe the goo from like Slimer from the Ghostbusters. And it just keeps coming out. So we're gonna use the spoon that we're gonna use to stir to scrape the edges of this and get it out faster. Okay, cool. Now that we have the condensed milk in there, we're just gonna stir that up until it looks good. I'd say when everything seems to be mixed together, because when you're stirring, you can feel the thickness of the condensed milk in the regular milk and the vanilla extract and the salt. But you just want to stir it until it sort of gets this orangish color, orangish palish color, and it doesn't feel stiff anymore. It just feels like one full liquid. And then we'll move on to whipping the heavy whipping cream. We're going to use our mixer for that. So, seems about right. That wasn't a lot of mixing. Told you 5 ingredients, 5 minutes, and we'll have ice cream. Or pretty much ice cream. Let's set that in there for now. And then we're going to get our mixer out and our large bowl. So while I'm getting this set up, I'd like to tell you guys that the idea to make ice cream was written in by one of our fellow users, one of your fellow viewers. So if you want to write in ideas of stuff that I could cook, short, quick, and easy recipes, just go ahead and do that on the Facebook page or tweet at me. You could also do it on the Cooking with August Instagram. I'm gonna get the blender now. Now we got our mixer, we're gonna put these in there. Hold on, this one seems a little dirty from earlier. I'm gonna clean it up just to make sure. Alright, looks good. Now that we have the beaters in the mixer, we're going to open this heavy whipping cream and put it in our large bowl. My hands are all wet, so I had to use my apron to open this. Alright, cool. It's in there now, so we can mix it up. This is a rather long process, longer than the rest of what the rest took, because you have to beat it until it's like, until it's got like stiff peaks. Perfect. You gotta beat it until it has like stiff peaks. So it's gonna be beating for a long time. Probably about 3 minutes. I think the person who made the recipe had like 4 hands. It was an octopus. It was definitely an octopus. So they had 8 limbs, and they were able to just do this all at the same time, so you can take 5 minutes. So we're trying to do that. We're trying to do it as fast as we can with our 2 arms, because we can't use our legs. I'm not that talented. Maybe you are. You should try that. Make a video of cooking with only your feet. Send it to me. Post it on the Facebook page, tweet it at me, send it to me on Instagram. I think that'd be fantastic. Okay, so the whipping cream, the heavy whipping cream, as you mix it, it'll get bubbly, and that's when you know you're about halfway done. So you're gonna do this. When you're done, it'll look like frosting. It'll look frosting-ish, I guess, and kind of be like wavy, and stiff. And then after that, we're just gonna pour in what we've already mixed up into this. And it doesn't say to mix afterwards, but I think if you don't mix it a little bit, it's not gonna like go together and make ice cream. So when you pour it in, we're gonna pour it in a little bit, and then, or we're gonna pour all of it in, and then we're gonna mix it a little bit before we pour it into our 2-quart dish, and put it in the freezer. So yeah, this makes about 2 quarts, a little bit less, which I think if you do the math, this is cheaper than buying actual ice cream from the store, but I don't know if it tastes better. So we're gonna taste test this in the end. Also, I think you could add flavor, because this is just gonna be vanilla ice cream. I think you could add flavoring items such as strawberries or blueberries, or even like chocolate chips to make it flavored, and I think it would be fantastic. So yeah. Also, fun cuts. I don't know how you guys are feeling about those. Your feedback would be much appreciated. After every episode, I'm going to make a fun cut of it and then put it out on Saturday. For those of you who can't watch full streams, it's a easier, quicker way of viewing my content, and also maybe more enjoyable for some of you. So it looks like we're almost done. It's getting kind of stiff. I'm seeing the waves, but it's not all wavy, so I'm still gonna do that. You just keep mixing it. Some people have mixers that'll just do it themselves, so you don't have to sit here and mix it. Easier for your arms. I mean, unless you're ripped like I am, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I think this is the second dessert I've made, right? And it's not really cooking, so I mean, it's just an ice cream. What would this be called, actually? It's not baking, it's not cooking. I don't know. Got an update on next week's episode of Cooking with August. I will be having another special guest. I believe that Cooking with August will have a special guest every other episode. So if there's no special guest this week, there will be one next week. And if you want to get on the special guest list, hit me up with a food idea that we could cook in a short amount of time, and I might put you on the list. I mean, who doesn't want to be on Cooking with August? Alright, it's pretty much where we want it. Maybe not stiff enough, so we're going to stir it a little bit more. Next week, my special guest and I will be making gumbo from Princess and the Frog. And now, if you've never seen that, that's a stew that has to sit. So we're going to pre-record it, and then I will upload it on Friday at the normal time of the streams. So, alright. Now it's got those stiff peaks, and it's nice and tough. So now we're just going to pour in this other thing that we made, this other mixture of our other 4 ingredients. It says to pour it in folds, but I don't know what that means. So we're just going to pour it all in there in the direct center. Then I'll mix it up a little bit more. Make sure it all gets together. Perfect. Now you have your ice cream. Look at that. 5 minutes, 5 ingredients. Easy peasy ice cream. Just for you guys. Alright, we're going to put this in a 2-quart dish. Well, I mean, you will. I currently don't have a 2-quart dish because I used it for the ice cream earlier. So I'm going to set this aside, and I will show you what the ice cream will look like after you put it in the freezer. It's quite a large amount of ice cream, right? We didn't use much. I think this is cheaper than buying like a pint of ice or ice cream, quart of ice cream, whatever, at a store. Let me show you this up close. So it's not necessarily flat like it would be if you put it in there, because you have to stir it at the 2-hour mark, because the top part of it will get ice creamy. It'll all be like frozen and ice cream and yummy, right? But then you're gonna have to mix it up, because underneath the mixture that we made won't be ice cream in texture, and you'll have to get that up and over on top and in the freezer area so that the whole thing can become ice cream. So it looks pretty good. I'm going to taste it and then pour the rest of this in here and top it off, and then we'll see what happens. Let me rinse off this spoon we used for the canned milk. Let's try this. So it's kind of hard because it's been in the freezer for 4 hours, but wow. I might as well work at an ice cream factory, because this tastes just as good, probably better. I think it would be, next time I make it, I'm definitely going to flavor it by adding strawberries or blackberries. Actually, I have blackberries just outside. Might go pick some of those later and put them in my mixture. Make some blackberry ice cream. Yeah, that's really good. This is the first good thing I've made. Holy balls. Nice. This is exciting. This is exciting. This is a moment to remember. Never made anything good till episode 6. 6 episodes. That's crazy. Thank you for watching tonight. I hope I made your evening a little bit better. I hope you cooked along with me. Made some ice cream for yourself, because this is really good. Go ahead and put it in the freezer for 4 hours. At the 2-hour mark, go ahead and mix it up. Get that ice creamy feeling up. Put it back in the freezer, and then you can store it for up to 10 days in a container, or in this container, I believe. Yeah, thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like the Facebook page for constant updates. There will be a fun cut out tomorrow, not of this episode, because I'm trying to catch up, because I just created the fun cut idea, but there will be a fun cut out tomorrow if you want more content. And make sure to subscribe so you can see next week's episode, and the week after that, and the week after that, and so on. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.